took my life from negative to positive. I just want y'all to know that. And tonight, let's enjoy life. Pitbull, Naya, Neo, that's right.
Hey everyone, I'm Lyndsey Rodriguez. You're watching BPM, and joining me is Armando Christian Perez, aka Mr. 305, aka Mr. Worldwide, aka Pitbull. How are you, buddy?
That was great, man.
Thank
That should take you on the road, man.
Man, you've got more nicknames almost than P. Diddy himself.
Yeah,
so.
you seen that, man? No,
Yeah.
but I think with the names, what it is more than anything is just showing growth, evolution, maturity, you know, one way or another. I'm just trying to figure out what we're gonna do after Mr. Worldwide.
So Planet Pit is your 6th album, but I think a lot of people in Australia might think it's only your 2nd and that you kind of exploded onto the scene a couple of years ago with I Know You Want Me. Obviously that's not the case, it's your 6th album, so tell me a little bit about the evolution of Pitbull.
Well, the evolution of Pitbull and the growth has been, I've been involved with a lot of different movements, been in the music industry for about 10 years now. I started with Luther Campbell, which is Luther Campbell from 2 Live Crew, and he was a very big part of the independent movement, you know, as far as in the urban market and selling millions of records on his own. So I learned from that, having an independent mind state. From there, I went off with a couple of producers named Lou Diaz, Hugo Diaz, the Diaz brothers taught me a whole lot. From there was with Little John. Little John was a part of the crunk movement, or was the crunk movement. And John, when I was with John, really taught me how to make records, how to, you know, hooks, verses, breakdowns, how to tap into people's emotions through records. So from Little John, I was over at TVT Records, okay? And I guess all of this was my university in order to finally, when we step into, I would say, the major leagues, which is 09. 09 was Freedom, 2010 Invasion, 2011 was Build Empire, and 12 is Grow Wealth. All of that leads up to where people think, yeah, the last 2 albums are my first 2 albums. But really, you gotta think of me, like I said before, it was my university. My last 2 albums were the beginning of, let's say, Mr. Worldwide. You know, were the beginning of me in the major leagues. And when I say me, I really mean we, because it can never happen without a team. It's not just Pitbull doing this, it's a great team, Team Pitbull. And we've worked real hard to be where we're at right now.
Now give me that sweet, that nasty, that stuff. Let me tell you what we gon' do.
So 2009 was when it really all exploded for you with the single I Know You Want Me and the album Rebulation. How did you kind of go about adjusting your mindset from what you'd been working towards to actually getting to that point?
As far as the adjustment, I don't think there was an adjustment because it was like training for the war. You know, and it's guerrilla warfare. And especially in the music business right now where it's shrinking, but we're growing. So therefore, we're growing in a shrinking business. And for me, it's exciting to see what's going on because only the people that are into music are the ones that are getting left behind now. Not the ones that are, when I mean left behind, left in the business. The ones that are getting left behind are the ones that were not dedicated, not motivated, and didn't have that passion that you need in order to live in the music industry, because every artist has a story about how nobody believed in them, nobody believed in their movement. And it always took that one person, whether it was Clive Davis for Whitney Houston, whether it was Tommy Mottola for Mariah Carey. And now is where I don't think I've really found that person like that. I found people that have helped me and we've all fought together, but I haven't had one of those moguls who can push the button and go, hey, this guy needs to go, you know, take over the world. And the beautiful thing is that we're doing it without, so just imagine when we do.
So your album Planet Pit, it reads like a who's who of the best in the industry. You've got Chris Brown, T-Pain, Kelly Rowland, Mark Anthony, you name it, they're on there. So when you're looking to bring someone into the studio and collaborate with you, what do you want them to bring to the table?
As far as collaborating with people, you know, you always have a plan, you always have a wish list, but it never plans out. It never plans out. So you end up working with people that really want to work with you, respect your work, and there's always a magic that comes from that. Because that's the beauty of the music business. You never know what's going to come out of it. But I always say things happen for a reason. Example, Give Me Everything being the biggest record of our career. The person that was supposed to be on the record first was Shakira. And it gave an opportunity to Naya, which is one of our artists, to come now and create her career off this record.
Somebody sexy, tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight.
Something that I really admire about you, obviously, is your work ethic. But then on top of that, I mean, it seems like there's not a week that goes by that we're not hearing about a rapper that's being busted for drug possession or going to jail for something. Yet you've managed to stay completely scandal-free. So what do you attribute that to?
No, I mean, you know, how should I say with this? I've been a part of a couple things here and there. The good thing is that I come from a lot of negativity in life. You know, a lot of things happen in life, learned a lot, done a lot of stupid things. But I think that if you don't know the negative, then you really don't understand the positive. If you don't know what it is to lose, and you don't know what it is to win. And if you don't know what it is to fail, then you don't know what it is to succeed. So with that said, I stay away from that because I don't let it in my life.
You can put the blame on me.
My father once told me, and he was involved in extracurricular activities, being Cuban in the 80s in Miami. Don't listen to me, you can look it up and see what Miami was at that time. Told me that's only gonna take you two ways, my friend, death or prison. I think that whatever you surround yourself with is what's gonna come from your life, like the law of attraction, you know, whatever you put out there is what's gonna come back to you, karma. And in music is the same thing, same business as that business, where you're packaging a product and you're trying to get the whole world hooked to it. And you start with your city, then it goes to your state, and it goes to your country, and then it, you know, it kind of infects the rest of them. So I look at that like, this is my high, this is my hustle, my grind, my addiction is working hard. For those that try to live that life, I feel sorry for them. And for those that are out there watching me right now, probably going, wow, that guy really knows what he's talking about. Just imagine what he was involved in.
Well, I think you are incredibly inspirational.
Thank you.
You're a businessman, you're a mogul, you're a musician, you're a great role model, as we've just witnessed. The album, it's Planet Pit. It is available at bigpondmusic.com. Make sure you grab your copy. It is definitely one of the best albums that's been released this year. Pitbull, thank you so much for joining to BPM. Mwah, absolute pleasure.
Really appreciate it, and thank you guys. Without y'all, there is no Pitbull at the end of the day. Y gracias a Dios. Dale.
This guy.